Replacing a cracked phone screen is expensive, time-consuming, and potentially risky. But what if I told you there was supposedly a revolutionary product that fixes cracks in all types of glass, including phone screens? You may have seen the ads online of this liquid claimed to instantly conceal the cracks in glass, making it look like new again, restoring car windscreens, reading glasses, or phone screens. But does it actually work? I have with me a few different cracked screens to test, everything from an old Nokia to an iPhone and Samsung smartphone. Repairing glass chips using specialized equipment is a real business, at least in the car industry. But can a little tube of resin and a few pieces of plastic achieve a similar result? If you were to click on one of these ads, you'll likely end up on a site like this one, boasting bold claims and a heavy discount for a limited time only. The truth is that discount never runs out, and even that discounted price is well overvalued. But it makes you feel like you're getting a great deal. Of course, they also make sure to select the most expensive option at checkout. This is of course typical of deceptive websites and is illegal, not that any action would ever be taken. The real price of this resin is just $3.88 with free shipping. The advertisement claimed it was worth $56. I purchased one to put it to the test. I have several phones, an iPad, and even a glass window to later try out with this resin. What works and what doesn't. This iPad Pro I purchased online, and I thought the cracks were only in the glass screen protector on top. I was wrong. I'm hoping this will fix the cracks and deep scratches so that I don't have to replace the screen. I think it's fair to be realistic. If your phone looks like one of these two, I don't think any amount of resin is going to help repair the cracks or damage. It's going to be a component replacement. But for a minor crack, I'm really hoping this actually does work. It comes with instructions which are written in poor English, but it sort of gets the point across. But it seems between step 5 and 6, they're showing completely different areas of the glass, as you can see the tape from the previous step. But it's still worth a shot. The first test, a back of an iPhone 12. Replacing the back glass requires a laser cutter or total phone disassembly, so a product like this would be a real game changer. But straight away, it's clear that the instant removal is far from a reality, at least for the back of this iPhone. In fact, it's so bad, it's not even worth trying to cure this under UV. So let's instead try this on a plastic front on a Nokia phone. The damaged area is wider than the iPhone's, which should allow the resin to better fill the gap. And it does. While the crack hasn't completely vanished, it's looking better. I'll attach the plastic film to level the liquid out before leaving it to cure under some UV. While that's curing, let's try our next device. The website shows a completely shattered iPhone screen is transformed using just this liquid. It even seems that also puts a screen protector on too. So I picked the same model iPhone with a similar damaged screen. I'll be only applying it to one part so we can see if there's any changes. Nothing drastic happened when applied, so I tried working it around using a blade. Finally, when I applied the plastic film, something did happen. The cracks became less visible. Not gone, but better. We'll have to wait to see how it looks when we clean the residue off. The one device I really want this to work on is this iPad Pro. It's not worth the $300 display replacement cost for such a minor hairline crack. So we'll have to see how this glass repair liquid goes. Is it capable of filling a hairline crack or the scratches on a screen? It's behaving a lot like the iPhone housing, just balling up and not filling the gap. I tried pushing the display to try and remove any air and allow the resin to do its job. This process was described in many advertisements as being quick, easy, and requiring no special tools or equipment. Just when I was losing hope, part of that crack vanished when the plastic film was put over top. I wasn't sure how good my UV light was, so to make sure this cured properly, I left it out in the sun for 30 minutes. When I came back, one piece of plastic film had already been blown away in the wind, but I could continue removing the remainder. And it's gone. Until I break the illusion and let the light reflect off the glass. Now you can see the real result. It's done nothing but leave goop all over the screen. It didn't repair the glass, not even the scratches. Frankly, I think it's just too thin of a crack. A car's windshield is a lot different to a phone and tablet screen. For starters, the glass is a lot thicker and contains a plastic membrane that stops it breaking into large shards. Even the way it cracks is different. The gaps created are much larger. So I don't think any kind of liquid resin is going to fix a phone or tablet screen. But once I've got the iPad cleaned up, you can see it hasn't added any structural rigidity or repaired the device in any way. For the Nokia, this is honestly the best result out of everything. With this plastic screen, it not only managed to fill the crack, but it also made it a little less noticeable. It hasn't completely vanished, but it's much better than it was at the start. And once we've cleaned it off, we can see the difference. So this definitely has some kind of use case, although fixing your shattered iPhone screen isn't one of them. At first, it does appear to have made a difference, but as we remove the excess material, we find the cracks reappearing. This is because the resin is not filling the cracks, but just sitting on top of the glass. I had the idea of using a blade to widen the damage on the display in the hopes the liquid would better fill them, resulting in a better finish. But the truth is, it made no difference. The cracks are still visible when the resin is applied. For my last test, I'll attempt the same fix, not on a smartphone, but a regular old pane of glass. My kitchen window has a tiny crack in the corner, with the broken piece being loose. It's no shock by now the resin didn't hide the crack, but it did actually seal the gap, stopping the little piece from moving, and hopefully any air or moisture from making its way inside the window. So I suppose it does have some kind of a use, but it's not what's claimed online. So this is it, a scam busted. You cannot fix a cracked phone screen and make it look like new using some resin. In some cases it may reduce the visibility of the damage, but it's unlikely. Renowned windshield repair businesses use special tools that vacuum away the air to ensure the resin fills the cracks. This isn't something a cheap kit is going to replace. And the advertisements appear to be fooling people with the use of low quality video, poor lighting, and editing. Just look at this obvious edit. Having tested it, we now know what it's really capable of. And on that note, this has been a Hugh Jeffries video. If you like what you saw, consider subscribing and check out the playlist where we bust scams. If you're looking for any used devices, be sure to check out my online store, link for which is down in the description. That's all for this video, and I'll catch you guys next time.